a lot of our youth right now, they don't have a choice. The choice is an illusion because you are a product of your environment. And if in your environment you only have gangbang, and if you're in your environment you only have sell drugs, then how can anyone aspire to be anything different? That's why I say that this getting together of the brothers is important, because we can actually give our little brothers a choice. And some people tell me, yeah, well, my youth's all right because I'm raising, but it's not about your youth. Because you know the next youth down the road who lost their parents, he might just come and stab your youth or influence your youth. So it's not about your youth, because there's an African proverb that says that it takes a village to raise a child.
Content over everything.
Yo, is anyone here from the G Circle still here, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, you lot come, let's have a little conversation. I think man didn't want to have a conversation, innit, yeah?
Because it's going to go one way if no one's talking.
Yeah, but everything he said, you know what I'm about, I agree. He's saying that black people are mistreated. I'm agreeing.
But what I'm trying to say,
but what I'm trying to say
to you, that's all it is, we know. If people are not talking here, the conversation is going to go in a particular way. So you need to start speaking up. Speak up. Start speaking up.
So what I was going to ask you lot is, you know, like every time we do the G Circle, you know, like every time we do the G Circle, and we kind of like let everyone talk in that. I kind of want to hear from you lot what the things are you want us to kind of address, what kind of direction you'd like to see things going in, and just any opinions. Let's just get an open forum where everyone's talking, innit? And we're not arguing with each other, and it's not some big massive circle where it's just chat, innit? So who's got something to say about where they'd like to see things going, or what direction they'd like to see things in, or what's important to them? Don't leave the silence.
Yeah, come on.
Don't leave the silence.
All right. What shall I?
Go on, man.
Shall I just kick it off?
Kick off.
Yo, gang. Can everyone who's not doing something come back in and we get that energy forward? Because I felt like after the circle, I felt like we was all dissipated. You get me? And I feel like we need to end the energy the right way. You understand? Man, like. The circle just mad inspirational for me. You get me? The amount of you that have come out, you lot have said you've seen it on YouTube and that, and you've come out of your house, and now we're all here able to make some sort of action. Like I said, the place I want to see this go, once we have the numbers, is to bring the same initiative to our states where our youth are. You understand? I just want us to have the right numbers in order so that we can command a certain amount of respect. You understand? So that is the plan, for us to take back our communities. You understand? And to show the youth something different and to give them an alternative. Now, if they're going to carry on a different road, that's their choice. But a lot of our youth right now, they don't have a choice. The choice is an illusion because you are a product of your environment. And if in your environment you only have gangbang, and if you're in your environment you only have sell drugs, then how can anyone aspire to be anything different? That's why I say that this getting together of the brothers is important, because we can actually give our little brothers a choice. And some people tell me, yeah, well, my youth's all right because I'm raising, but it's not about your youth. Because you know the next youth down the road who lost their parents, he might just come and stab your youth or influence your youth. So it's not about your youth, because there's an African proverb that says that it takes a village to raise a child. You understand? And all we're trying to do is bring back in that village. You understand? So I'm just so grateful for everyone that came out, everyone that's given a contribution. And I just want to hear more voices, man.
Yeah, we're grateful for Ras as well, you know. No, we have to give thanks, bro. No, we have to give thanks. And listen, the way these men are controlling things make me very proud, innit, yeah? So we have to give them respect, and their respect is due, bruv. So, them man, well done, rude boys, well done. You're doing a good thing still.
Can I just say something? Basically, like, I'd like to kind of offer my skills. If individuals are out there, like maybe aged between 16 and 21, maybe even a bit older, and they're having troubles with job applications and stuff like that, or life coaching advice, my name is Uhuru Messiah Malcolm. You can get me on Insta. Just send me a message. I'll make some time to have a little phone call or discussion, and we'll go over certain things that may be able to help you in Babylon You know, or even maybe break away and make your own thing. Yeah. So maybe speak to content, and he'll give you my details. I just wanted to offer that for myself.
He's a good brother here, bro. Good brother.
Yes,
and that's another thing. Any kind of platform you guys are on, whatever you're dealing with, maybe what you can start doing as well. Do you know, like within the caption of the videos, put certain connects there for the people who's speaking, innit?
Yeah,
and that
the people need to leave their details with
we'll sort that out, innit? Because I'm trying to get all people who's doing their stuff together, so there's some kind of network going on, innit? And also, I'll put Matt Mellon thing in as well. So I reckon that could be quite constructive. Anyone throw anything out there? Anyone? Anything? Come on, don't, you know.
Come on, sis, come in, man.
You were saying, what were you talking about? Because I was interested. You were saying, oh, friend of mine. You were saying something about that you were doing earlier on the circle. I was interested. So go over that again so I can ask questions this time.
Okay, the organisation's called Hood to Good.
Hood to Good, yeah?
It's all ex-gang members that come in and basically do mentors. So everyone has changed, like transformed. So they do things like free driving schools, different things like different people, self-awareness.
What's it called one more time?
Hood to Good.
Hood to Good.
Hood to Good.
Boom.
Yeah, it's on the t-shirt for honor that can read.
Hood to Good.
So we do things like appropriate adults. We go into the police stations, all different kind of things. So there's certain people that deal with things like, there's a thing called Boys to Men, where the boys obviously learn how to become a man by different fathers. And there's a new group called Unity where a boy called Patrick started it. He basically is a young dad. He's an ex-gangster, so he started a group called Unity. So everyone comes together and basically tries to do different things. Every organisation tries to work together in a platform.
So do people have to be invited? Can people come along?
No, anyone can come.
So how do they find where Hood to Good? Do they Google it? Do they go to?
Hood to Good's on Instagram, it's on Facebook.
Right.
They also just started, basically it's based in Brixton.
Can we put that in the caption, Hood to Good? Yeah?
So it's based in Brixton by Refill in the corner. So it's in Piano House on the 3rd floor. So that's where basically we started from.
So talk about this father. You said there's like, if people don't have a father, there's like a father plan or something?
There's basically like boys that have come in, like that's come off the road, that have come in, that have taken other young boys that were on the road and like doing things like doing workshops, doing things like taking them out of different areas. There's a boy called Richard, he does entrepreneurship. He comes in, talks about how to make your business the right way. The girls did a chat show about lifestyle, like a lot of girls are addicted to lifestyle. Why is that? They did all different things, different topics. The boys were coming against the girls. Certain gang members from different areas were coming together. So it was just like,
so very constructive. Thank you, sis. Good to good. Anyone else? Like I said, it's not about being shy now, because I know when you're not here, you're saying a lot, especially on YouTube.
So Wagwan, like honestly, yeah, you lot came down to those that came to be part of the G Circle. What did you expect, and what did you receive, and what is it that you think that we could take to make it better, to improve on this kind of forum?
Yes, that's a good question.
Yeah?
Good question.
Come on, my brothers. Look, I'm not interested in this shy bullshit, you know. I swear to God, because we have issues. We need to talk to each other. Yeah? We need to talk to each other. Please talk to me, man. Talk to me, please. Let me hear you. Talk to me.
Is there what you think?
I'm gonna go home.
Go on, brother.
Let me speak.
Come on.
So I come down to support the movement, guiding a new generation. It spoke to me when I see it online. I'm one of them people where I'm online typing in the comments and that, getting asked questions and that, and things that I've learned from books that I've read, just passing that information on. But it's like, it's kind of easy when you're doing it from the armchair. It's kind of easy when you're just sitting down in the house. Yeah, I've got a life to lead. Yeah, I've got children.
Yeah.
But it's like, I felt that I had to come. There's something happening. There's a movement definitely happening. There's something changing amongst us, the new adults now, because we're not kids anymore, but we've seen quite a lot.
Trust me.
Our parents now, really, we have to kind of look after them. And I'm seeing something happening, and I'm feeling it properly. So it was like, now it's time to make a move, and I'm thinking everybody here has been feeling something very similar.
Yeah.
So it's like, knowing that I actually take my foot to come out, it's like trying to show other people that they should be doing the same thing. We know we're being lied to. We know a lot of the stuff they teach the kids in school is wrong. We know they're not telling them about the Black history and how great they are. So we need to stand up and start doing something about it. So that's why I've come out there now, to try and let the youth know. And I think that the movement should really focus on the youth. And I mean, even more on even entering the curriculum level. Not so much, the youths in the area, that's right. We can see the guys on road on that. But also the guys in school, we need to start trying to speak to those people in authority and get in there. And I think that's the next step that we need to take. It's difficult times for
I think
everyone.
why people try to avoid or are dubious about this thing is entering the system, like so, because there's so much bureaucracy and red tape once you go into a school setting.
And I hear that. And what I'm thinking is that we got a lot of people now who are in there.
Yeah.
We got people who can make things happen. Yeah, they might get a bit of grief, they might get a bit of chastisement and stuff, but there are people who can do stuff now. I was at a couple of events yesterday where there are a lot of black solicitors, kids doing some good things at university. We're in there now, like the way America's already done. We're getting to that level. So it's like time to start doing something, because there's definitely something happening. There's a spirit building. It's something that they can't crush. They've tried to crush it. White supremacy's tried and they can't.
They can't.
And we're still coming back. Look at the music that's being made. So we got to really keep the momentum going and follow it through. And that's the reason why I'm here, just to come and support.
Boom.
Yes, so I want to big up Raps, I want to big up
Is there anything
Jedi.
you do, brother, that you want to like advertise or use? Use it for yourself. Because we need another thing I would say. Sorry to cut you. Another thing I would say is we need to stop feeling bad about being selfish. Yeah. Promote your interests. Yeah. If you got a business, if you got something that you do, if you got a talent, yeah. Don't think that now ain't the time to talk about it. Now is the perfect time to talk about the things that you do in your own time. Bring it to the forefront so we can galvanize. What? I'll make them.
So I just work, man. I work, look after my kids. So I'm trying a few things.
Yeah.
I'm a builder by trade, and I've done a lot of stuff in that sort of industry. But it's not. I'm worried about my kids a lot, and I know it's about making money and doing well for them as well.
Independent builder, or you're
independent? Yeah, I'm out, and I've worked for a few large companies.
So would you be willing to join like a network that's looking for builders, black builders?
Definitely.
Before you go, let me talk to you. Yeah. Before you go, let me talk to you.
Yeah, no, I'll pass my details.
Excellent.
Yeah, man.
Sisterins.
Yo, twins. What?
Twins, yeah.
You lot got some kind of talent or something you're not talking about, yeah? Double trouble. What was it?
I'm taking the credit for
Okay, anyone, any vegans here? Yeah. We're vegan chefs. We work in like professional kitchens, but we do our own thing on the side. So
you do catering?
Yeah.
So
follow our Instagram and that.
So we can order your catering.
Yes, you can.
Please don't go without me taking your details. Yeah.
Right.
Please don't. And both the same, right? Both.
Yes, we are one.
The brand is there.
Mind yourself, you know right.
Have you got like an Instagram?
Yeah, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, Twins Cupcakes Kitchen, everything vegan. So
see, that's what I'm saying. So had you not said, I wouldn't know. And I'm trying to get a database of vegan and vegetarian restaurants. So the fact that you said that, that's what you did.
There's another vegan chef over there.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Yeah.
My man.
Yeah. Vegan network.
We have to link up.
Definitely, yeah. So that's to say, if you don't say what you do, we don't know, innit? And what you do could be added to like some kind of betterment plan, innit? Right? So that's a good thing. Is there anyone else? Anything, brother? Anything you do? Any passion you have?
For me now, I feel like the vegan. I think I will do it. I think like the first thing I like to say is like, you see us as humans, I don't believe that we're meant to eat meat, innit? Like the reason half of the problems in the planet is because man is eating meat and we're bloodthirsty, innit? And we don't realise it. I believe that it's one of the things that keeps us calcified and keeps us not from thinking a certain way. I could be wrong, but that's my belief. And like when I look at our hands, for example, this doesn't look like a tool that's meant to rip open flesh, or do you understand? This looks like a tool to pick berries and dig up vegetables. Do you understand? Like
you sure it look like I could kill a chicken like
no, listen, I grow veg myself.
I could kill a chicken.
Listen, you could, but it's like I grow veg, yeah, and what I find is, it's like if I try and use a tool to dig up my veg, I'll break the veg. Do you get what I mean? If I try and use a fork, I'll put a hole into that veg. Or if I try and use like any shovel or anything like that, yeah, it's damaging it. I have to use my fingers and I have to use my hands. That's when I retrieve it and I get it and it's at its best, because I can feel it, I can dig around it and then pull it out. So for me just going through that process in my garden, like and growing, it just makes me know, yeah, like this is how we're meant to live and this is what we're meant to do, innit? Do you understand?
Bro,
this whole.
How long have you been a vegan all your life? Is it like?
No, 4 years. 4 years.
So
Vegetarian for 7.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
Have you noticed a change from going from meat eater to vegetarian to vegan? Have you noticed a change in yourself?
I have clearer thoughts.
Yeah.
I have clearer thoughts. I feel more connected to the world and the universe and everything going on around me. I feel like I read vibrations better. I feel like I read energy better. I feel like, I don't want to say that I don't feel like I'm better than anybody, but I feel like I understand the world more. Do you understand? And I feel like my dietary changes have very much so aided me on that journey. And I think the time that I've done the best is when I was on the complete raw vegan food diet. Now I'll eat anything as long as it's vegan. Like I'll eat like cancerous foods, or like I'll eat chips. Like for example, I'll make chips at home. That's like in the top 5 cancerous foods in the world. It's vegan.
Answer this question, right?
Yeah.
Would you say it's more of a health or a more realistic for yourself, or is it a mixture of both?
I'd say it's a mixture of both, and it's for the better of humanity and the world. For basically, factory farming is destroying the planet. They're chopping down the rainforest because of it. It's the main source of the destruction of the planet. And the media, as well as the media, creates distractions, and they shed more and more light on it here and there. But it's the same thing with everything else. The people, them are spreading information fast. We're waking up. People are seeing things, and they have to cover certain things. Do you get what I mean?
So for the ladies, and what's your, I think that's your name, sorry.
Kingdom.
Kingdom, yeah?
Yeah.
So if someone was a meat eater, right?
Yeah.
And they wanted to make a transition, right?
Yeah.
What would you recommend they do?
Right, I done it in stages. The way that I had to do it personally, I had to, I cut out red meat first. Right. And then when I cut out red meat, it was like, that was the first stage. And then after that, I cut out chicken. And then for me, I actually met a girl that had cancer in it. And like, I knew that she could beat the cancer if she went on a raw vegan food diet. But I told her that, and then I'm watching her, she's changing her diet, doing everything that I'm doing, but it's like, I still eat fish and dairy. So it's like, what am I doing? I started to feel guilty now. So like, when I started to feel guilty, it's like, nah, I've got to make the steps. And then that's when I became fully vegan, and then since then I've never looked back. The worst thing that I do is eat vegan junk food, but I still preach the thing about anti-cancer. I met a woman 4 days ago. My friend was on FaceTime with me in one of his family members' yard. I spoke to the woman for 2 minutes. She's like, boom, I got diagnosed with cancer yesterday. I was like, boom, I showed her the thing, raw vegan. This is what you have to do. Like I said, this is one of the main things as well. So anybody that's got cancer, any of their people, them have got cancer as well. You have to change your diet, but self-belief is everything. When they tell you in the hospital that you're gonna dead, they've killed you already. Like when you have no belief in your own self and you're within you, like you're gone in it. That's death. Like you're out of the game now. Do you get what I mean? Self-belief is everything. What you believe is what you achieve. So if you believe in optimum health, you will get that. You will achieve that, and you will beat any cancer. But you have to believe that, and at the same time, you have to watch what you eat. You can't be eating no processed foods. I'd say red meat is a no-no. Dairy is always a no-no. Dairy weakens your immune system. Like, my mother took the vegan step with me when I done it. She's 70 years of age. I told her vaccines they're no good. They're this, they're that. Her old school kind of media embraced self said, nah, like, I don't want him to be right. I want him to be wrong. Do you understand? So it's like I'm not going to get a flu jab, but I'm not going to tell him. And she didn't get sick. And after a year, she come and told me, you know what? Like, you were 100% right. I didn't get sick. Like I wish you was wrong, but now she don't have flu jabs.
So what the brothers and sisters are pushing a vegan-based diet, right?
Yeah.
Is there anyone who's actually tried a vegan-based diet or a vegetarian-based diet and struggled and came back or was successful? Is there anyone?
Right, because they tried to do it in a day. If you do it in stages, you learn more things. Like, right, I've got.
It's so different.
Right, I do vegan food delivery in it. Now, I haven't set up a vegan page yet for Instagram, but I'm going to tell you my vegan food page. It's called Plant-Based Kingdom, all one word. Go on Instagram, I drop information, I show new products, I show everything, like different things that I know, and I'll tell you the places where you can go and buy it. Your life will be a little bit longer. Like, there's only a handful of things you can get out of Sainsbury's, but what I will say is, when I started this thing, there weren't no free-from section. I didn't have that luxury. So the people that are stepping off now, you lot got it easy, because I didn't have none of that in the supermarket. Do you get what I mean? I was reading labels, like looking, trying to, like in the end I just gave up on the supermarket and I had to go elsewhere.
So is your business,
you know what I mean?
Your business is delivering food, is that right?
Right, vegan food.
So we will go to your website where we'll make it all.
That is my Instagram. Right, I'm just starting out. I'm in the very early stages. I'm building menus.
Right. So you should be talking the network now to get that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm based in Wood Green.
Right.
As well as that, I also do an anti-knife crime project, which is called Lives Over Knives. I think that it's a common misconception, and it's also pushed by the media, that knife crime is solely based around black people, and I can tell you right now that it's not. You understand? The media like to push forward a certain version, but when a white guy stabs a white guy, they don't put it in the papers. There's a reason for that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear that, bro.
Yeah, so it's the reason why I haven't spoken about my knife planting here is because I know that everybody else is on that vibe anyway, so I don't need to do it here because there's so many other parts of society where it's fully affecting. So it's
but
like,
you know what? You should just mention it anyway.
Yeah, I do. No, I have. I have.
Let's bring in the vibes. Let's bring in the vibes.
Come on.
Bring up the vibes. You're a rap wave, and I heard you're a rapper, you know. You wanna hear some bars?